What's up, y'all? Welcome to the fourth motherfucking episode of Morning Coffee. And after a while, I'm going to just stop, I'm going to just stop counting these shits down because every episode is epic. And at this point, if I feel like an episode is too epic, I may skip it. Who knows? But y'all, welcome back to another episode. It's your girl, Asia, the host of Morning Coffee. Yay! And I know y'all love me by this point, y'all got to really just love me. And I hope y'all following me. I hope y'all subscribe. And always shout out to the producer. His Instagram gonna be somewhere around here, so make sure y'all follow him. So this episode today, for me, I'm like battling if I should get real personal and just jump off the handle, or if I should just speak to the young girls and speak to people who have endured friendship trauma like how I've endured friendship trauma. Okay? But for the most part, I told you I was going to give it to y'all raw, so I'm going to just give it to y'all. Whatever comes out my motherfucking mouth, that's how real it is. Whatever the fuck come out my mouth is whatever is going to be on this camera and whatever is going to be said and done, because obviously it got to get said and done. So the topic today is fake friends. And I think this needs to be spoken about outside of it being a podcast. You know, this is when girls talk about fake friends. You have some girl that's interviewing you right here. You have you sitting here. And then you have the girls like this. Because I really loved her. Because, you know, and then they be talking about it, but not really talking about it. They're not really telling you exactly what happened, but they sitting there and because some people outgrow each other. And, you know, I just wish her well. No, fuck that. We're not doing that. I'm not doing no sentimental ass fake friend motherfucking show so that y'all can say, Asia is so humbled and, oh, I feel so bad for Asia. And you know, Asia kept it cool. No. I don't want none of that shit. I want y'all to feel me. I want, if any episode I ever want y'all to feel me, I want y'all to feel me on this shit. Because I feel like a lot of people have endured friendship trauma. I feel like a lot of women have went through like fake friends and women not being your friend over a man or over money or like over dumb shit, bro. So I'm going to tap into what I'm talking about, but I want y'all to understand that I want y'all to feel me this episode. I want y'all to really feel me. So I'm going to give y'all my heart, my passion, and my truth in this episode. Shout out to Morning Coffee, always. So the topic is fake friends. And I want to tell y'all I've been through a lot of situations where I've been friends with girls that were fake friends. And I only say they were fake friends because when I now dissect the situation based on maturity, based on time passed, based on, situations that has happened, and I analyze the situation, I'm like, damn, that bitch, that didn't like me. She been ain't like me. You feel me? But being that I may have had my own insecurities at that time, or I may have been searching for friends at that time, or I may have been fiending for friends at that time, I let a lot of things slide, or I really just did not realize. But I want to say also in this episode that if you have endured fake friends, or you're going through the fake friend situation right now, or, just those situations, you're not always the victim. And I'm only going to say that even speaking to myself, because a lot of the times we do know when girls are not real to us. We also do know when a girl is using us. We also do know when a girl may value someone over ourselves, but we may keep ourselves in these situations because we think it's going to change, or we think that, I could love her into changing, or we think that, you feel me, like, I don't want to be alone. That was a lot of my situation. I did not want to be alone, so I stayed in situations that I knew were toxic for me. Shout out to me being able to speak my truth now because I'm out of those situations. But I always just stayed in that toxic shit because maybe I felt less of myself then. Or I will say it, I did feel less of myself then. But another thing with me though, bro, and I still do this to this day, is I don't mind playing the field for my dogs. If you're my friend, I'll play the field. But the problem with playing the field when it comes to girls is you only can play the field for girls that equally feel like you are on the same level as them. And what does playing the field mean? I had to just speak to myself about that because I'm like, not a lot of people understand the lingo. Playing the field means playing the background and allowing your friend to shine, or playing the background and being a supporter for your friend, or playing the background and being that person in your friend ear and bigging her up to be this person and that person, or just, you feel me? Just, yeah, if you know, you know, bro. Like, girls understand what playing the field means. And I never mind being that for girls that I felt like was my friends. But the problem with that is, again, is when you play the field for girls that don't know that you on the same level as them, they will use and abuse you until they no longer need you anymore. A lot of women are equally as egotistic as men are. And watch out for girls' ego. It gets deadly. It gets deadly, okay? So, all right, let's really get into it. So, I have been friends with females who may have slumped me over a man. I've been friends with females who felt like at a point they didn't want to be my friend anymore, maybe because they didn't like my attitude, or maybe they felt like I wasn't useful anymore. I've been friends also with girls who just seen me as the person to big themselves up with. I've been in that. And shout out to me right now in my life, I'm not in that. I have a handful of friends, like genuine my friends, I have a handful. But I also have a lot of people that fuck with me. I fuck with them too, and we cool, and I may call them my friend. But you know levels, and that's another thing. I'm gonna talk about that later on in the episode. Differentiate your friends. Differentiate who's who. And I'm not talking about differentiate in a sense of acquaintances, this and that. If you have club friends, those are your club friends. If you have girls that you may call and converse with and tell them your deep, dark secrets, differentiate that. Not everybody should be played for a position in your life that they did not work for. All right. So, I want to say that I'm going to first touch on the friends that you are no longer friends with over a man. And I want to strongly talk to the youth about this and anybody. If your friend do not want to be friends with you over a man, neither y'all competing for the same man, or neither she has a boyfriend and she feels like, you know what I'm saying, you may take away a lot from her and her time spent with her boyfriend, or you may be that friend that's telling her about her man being a bad person, but she may overlook it because that's her man. I want to tell you something right now, sister. Lefar to shiskantor man. Lefar to whoever she feels is more valuable than you. Don't try to be somebody's friend who's showing you time and time again that the relationship is not worthy of keeping up with. Lefar. And I'm saying it in the most sweetest way because I really could be on some shit like, for real, fuck that bitch. Fuck her. Fuck her. And I only say fuck her because anybody that feels as if their spouse is more valuable than a friend that they may have had before that spouse, you cannot no longer prove to that girl that you are above that man. Like, you crying to her and telling her, but I've been your friend for forever, and how could you do this to me, and da-da-da-da. Wipe your tears, sweetheart. Word, Yandy voice. Wipe them tears. Wipe it. Because There's nothing you can change in that girl's mind to make her know that the love you have given her or the person you are to her is better than that man. And I also want to tell you that a lot of girls cut off their friends because they do not want to know or hear the truth about the person that they're with. Some women don't want to hear that. Some women don't want to know the truth. Some women like playing a blind eye. And if you may be that real friend to tell her what's really going on in her situation and she don't want to hear that, bro, neither shut your mouth, keep your mouth closed, and be that friend on the sideline and fall back, or just leave the situation alone and not be her friend, bro. You cannot get between a man and a female. And I'm going to talk to the girls later on that are women that are like that. If you have a friend who feels as... If you have a friend that you may feel treats you less than, or you may feel you pour more into that friendship than she pours into you, left her skun. Left her. Keep she saw. It's no point, bro. Like, there's no point of fighting for a position in a girl's life that she's not going to give you back in her life, bro. There's no point, bro. Girls are users, bro. Girls will use you as well to feed themselves. I really stand strong on these days being in relationships with people who gives you the equal amount of love, care, assessment, etc., as you give them. Make people earn their spot in your life, bro. Because all that love you pouring into someone else is only the love you need to be giving yourself. And I've suffered from that. I've literally suffered from that. I've suffered from giving people more love and care in a relationship that they may have felt I didn't need back. And then that's when you become a people's pleaser. That's when you get the shitty other end of the stick while you feeding other fucking people. Stop doing that. If you may feel your girlfriend is not inviting you out as much as you invite her out, stop inviting her out. If you feel like you're a gift giver and when it come to your birthday, she don't come to your birthday shit or she don't make as much effort, cut her the fuck off. Y'all need to know the difference between hidden animosity and someone maybe just not being able to, bro. A lot of these girls be having hidden animosity. A lot of these girls be knowing when you're more powerful, more valuable, prettier than you do yourself. But understand that people are only going to treat you the way you treat yourself. So if you don't value yourself, you insecure, and you feed in this relationship and fiending to be a girlfriend, she only going to use you at that point. Read the room. Girls got to know when girls really got hidden animosity and really don't fuck with them for real. And I'm going to tell y'all like this. Real spill, me, Asia, I now know when a girl got hidden animosity. Asia, may not say nothing about it because I like to know in my head, but I also like girls to know when I cut you off, you understand why I cut you off. So I let things play out. But I also am, Asia, if you may feel that the relationship outgrew itself or you don't want to be my friend anymore, I am cool off. I am cool off a bitch. That's how cool I am. And I may wish you well. If you feel like I'm no longer valuable to you in this relationship as a friend, it's okay to use them scissors on me. Cut me the fuck off. Because at the end of the day, if you feel like I'm not essential to your growth, go and blossom, mama. I know how I am as a person, and I know what I bring to the table. And sometimes, just like I may say it in a man's relationship, you gotta let girls suffer on their own and let them be who they are. Now I'ma drag my balls and talk my shit because I ain't gonna keep being humble. I want every girl that felt like they was better than me or felt like the relationship can thrive without me to show me their accomplishments outside of the friendship. Show it. And most of the time, you feel me? If they're thriving on their own. And if they're thriving, it's minuscule. Or we at the same level, we just ain't friends. But ain't no girl ever not been my friend and I ain't progressed. So you may thinking to yourself, Asia's not a good person to be on my team. Maybe. But it ain't that I didn't progress. And that's what I want to tell y'all girls. It's the same thing as men. If somebody cut you off and that broke your heart, pipe up. Maybe that relationship ran its course. Pipe up. Girls be heartbroken over friendships, and absolutely, you can be heartbroken over friendships. I've been sad over friendships before, like, damn. But I always thank God if a friendship ran its course, because at the end of the day, that may have been a sign for me to be on my own, especially if you're a girl that played a field. Maybe that's not your position. You don't know sometimes when you keep yourself or hold yourself back, feeding other people. So rise up. You feel me? So I just like to see, like, when a girl may have felt like, you know, I'm no longer gonna be Asia's friend, or I'm no longer going, you know, fuck with her, this, that, and the fourth. Let's look at the stats and let's look at the years that gone by. Like, you feel me? More blessings to you. And I'm not a vengeful person. I'm not a person that's like, I hope her life is a shit and I hope she ain't doing shit. But you can't tell me there ain't no Asia effect. I know the type of girl I am. And half of the time, these girls that cut girls off for men, when the man ain't no longer there, you back to square zero. And now let me talk about it. You girls that feel that it's necessary to cut your girlfriends off because of a man is extremely lost. And I'm going to break that down to you based on my own experience. So when I was with my child father, I said fathers. Child, I only got one baby daddy. But when I was with my kid's father, I was young. We got together at like 18. And I thought to be the perfect girlfriend, you just, you know, your man. You feel me? Like, it's us. The first time he cheated twice and I let him go. But the first time he cheated, that was my wake-up call to know at 21, you're never supposed to cut your friends off behind no man. Because it's not that I didn't cut my friends off. I wouldn't hang out with my friends. I wouldn't be around my friends. Like, it wasn't about my friends anymore. And when he cheated, I felt so alone and by myself, because that's when I start seeking for friendship. I needed an outlet. I needed girls to speak to. I needed my friends. But my friends weren't there because I went and cut them off behind a man. And that's when I knew at that point I did it the wrong way. You're never supposed to cut your friends off behind no man, bro. Never. Because when that man up and leaves or he treats you like trash, when you seeking and looking for your friends, they're not going to be there. Now I took him back, and best believe my friendship grew. Bitch, I used to be on vacation all day. He used to be watching the kids. I had my daughter 6 weeks later. I was in Florida dancing and winding up and going on bad, because I learned at that point, like, it should be a balance. If you are a girl and you're in a relationship, it should be a balance. A lot of the time, us girls like to cut off our friends and worship this man. Mind you, they don't do that for us. So when he out with his boys, you in the house, chilling, macking, waiting for him to come home, watching everything he do, and that's how girls get insecure. No, when he's out with his friends, that's the time that you go out with your friends. Men only respect women that have their independence as well. If you cut off your girls for him, he's going to judge you. He's not going to tell you, because, of course, men like when you worship them, but he's going to judge you for that. Like, damn, this bitch is making everything in her life about me. Of course he's going to use you. And any man that wants you to stop being friends with your girls is a controlling man, and leave his ass alone. Don't never cut your friends off by no man. Never, ever, ever. Differentiate it. Don't even intertwine that shit. Differentiate it. My friends is my friends, your friends is your friends. And when we together, we together. You my man, and sometimes I may prioritize you more than the girl shit. But go on them girls trips. Go on them girls dates. Go on them girls outings. Because God forbid something happen with you and that man, girl, you're gonna be alone. You're going to be alone. Y'all are lost. The girls that are choosing men over their girl friendships are fucking lost. And that's why when you leave that relationship, girls be looking around like, I lost myself. Yes, you lost yourself. Yes, you absolutely did lose yourself because you prioritize somebody that you should never prioritize. It should be God first. Female and male friendships should be equal. Should be a balance. Now, I want to talk to the girls who may feel and know that the girls that they are surrounded with at this point, right now, the girls that they are surrounded with don't really like them. I want to talk to y'all. And I want to tell y'all, the only reason you still around those girls is because you are afraid to be alone. And it's okay to be alone. Don't ever be around girls that you feel like give you hidden animosity, girls you feel like don't really like you. Don't do it to yourself, bro. Because you only subjecting yourself to bad treatment. This is like the example of Cleo and Ice Spice. The only problem with Cleo that pissed me off is that she kept herself around the bad treatment. You can't complain about when girls treat you bad and keep yourself in that environment, bro. You can't. It's the same thing as if you're in a relationship with a man. You cannot. Pipe up. Choose yourself. Put that love that you giving those girls into yourself. For example, I lost one of my closest friends to her feeling like the guy that I was dating at the time was more valuable to her than I was. So fucking weird. One day I'll do the story time. Mind you, I was fucking a nigga. But I just had to realize in that instance that if she's willing to choose somebody that I'm fucking over me, that just spoke volume to how she felt about me throughout the course of all of that. You understand? And the problem with situations like that is like girls will cut you off over situations like that, but the nigga will still be on your dick. So I'm like, well, you chose a nigga that's still on my dick. You feel me? But neither way, I just had to realize in that situation, like, she only stayed my friend because she wanted to be, I guess she wanted to intertwine the situation. I don't know, because that was her friend first as well too. So it's hard to tell the story because that was her friend. I started dating him. We was dating this, that, and the fourth. But the fucked up part about that whole situation was she would throw dirt on my name to the nigga. And it's like, you only became my friend to ruin my shit, bitch. You never wanted me happy. And that's another thing. A lot of these girls don't be wanting other girls happy because they're not happy, bro. You only wanted me to be unhappy because you was unhappy. I had another friend like that too. Didn't want me to date her fucking cousin because she wanted to be the only girl that had money niggas. But her cousin was a money nigga and used to spend on me, but she used to be a hater about it. Like, ego, bro. It's all ego, bro. These girls are ego driven and they only want to be your friend because they feel like they are better. Like, I done lost friends behind men time and time again, and it just only made me realize like a lot of these women are male centered. Stay away from these girls that are extremely male centered. If you on a phone with a girl and the only thing y'all on the phone is talking about is men or the men y'all dating or bashing men, get rid of her. Bro, I just was on the phone with my friend earlier, and she called me. I haven't spoken to her in months. I'm lying. Why would I lie like that? I haven't spoken to her in like a couple weeks. And she called me, and she was venting to me about her baby father situation. And we spoke for an hour about her baby father situation. After that, I turned the conversation into, and in better news, let's talk about you moving. Let's talk about content. In the conversation an hour later, we spoke about her moving and how happy she is and about content, about her business. And you want to be friends with girls like that. If y'all have nothing to connect with outside of men, that is not going to be a good friend. She is too male-centered. She will cut you off behind a man. She's only your friend because you are the person she could vent to behind men. She's the only one you could talk to about a man. Bitch, what else? Could we talk about make some money? What else? What else? Absolutely, you need friends to vent to about, you know, your relationship and shit, but what else? Male shit to girls is weird. What else? I'm telling y'all, bro, I've always was the girl that had problems keeping girl relationships, not because I was a bad friend, but because girls have very much envious and jealous spirits. A lot of girls do not want you in good places. That's why I only like being friends with girls that are like independent, that are bosses, that are entrepreneurs, which is rare, but I feel like girls that are like that value their life and are confident in themselves enough to know that a man is not gonna break them down. You feel me? You want to be friends with that. I love girls that are extremely into themselves, like very like conceited into themselves, because that's me. I'm that friend that's going to tell you to take 1,000 pictures of me. What the fuck is you mad about taking pictures of me for? You should want me to turn up. Like, yo, let's break the gram together. I take pictures of you, you take pictures of me. And girls may say they that. I hate, and another thing I hate, I'm a girl's girls. Y'all girls, I'm a girl's girl. Stop lying to yourself. You only say that because you want girls to fuck with you and to be under you. Nobody's going to be under you. You ain't no girl's girl. You a bossy ass girl. You want to be the shine of the girl group. You want to be the head girl. No, I don't even play them fucking games. Ain't no head girl. We all need to be next to each other. Everybody needs to be doing their own thing. And that's why I love girls that are extremely into themselves, that got their own shit going on. Because you can't think I'm going to be in your lane, bro. You can't think that I'm going to try to, I'm watching you to be in your lane, or I'm watching. No. I'm never going to say I'm a girl's girl because you bitches piss me off. But I'm going to always say I encourage the girls before the men. I may talk mad shit about the men and talk to girls like, yo, listen, this is what we do and this is what we don't do. And a lot of the times when I'm talking to girls like that, they be like, You know how much times I try to show bitches like genuine love and they looking at me like, yeah, whatever. I stopped doing that shit. It's neither we vibe or we don't. That's why I like high vibrational women. I love high vibrational women. Once I start feeling like your man and man, my man, you two into, bro. No, bro. I like the bosses. We get further in life. It's rare that you see girl groups like literally stick together. You feel me? So to wrap this up, I want to say to the young girls, there are a lot of other ways your life could be ran outside of a boy. And don't start that shit, bro. Let me tell y'all the truth. When you have a baby, the baby take 3 years of your life away. 3 years of your life away. Stop fiending to settle down. Travel. You can have little fine shit in like 3 different countries. You can. You can travel. You could content create. You could be this girl's girl. You could not. Sorry, you can't be this girl's girl. Don't fight up to be a girl. Don't fight up for her. Don't fight up for her. You can find yourself. You could change your aesthetic. You could be free. The point of living this life is to feel and be free. Don't fight up for relationships. Don't fight up to get pregnant. Don't fight up for none of that. Don't fight up for friends. Left her alone. Find yourself. And when you find yourself, you're going to attract who's really that girl, and you're going to see through who's pretending to be that girl. Because there's a lot of great pretenders out here. A lot. So sometimes if you separate yourself from a friend that you felt like was close to you, I want you to evaluate the love you gave and the love she gave in different aspects. And if what you did overtowers what she's done for you, eliminate the situation. You ain't lose. You only gain what you know you could do for yourself or for real friends. So to wrap this up, this is the 4th episode. At this point, we locked in. We family at this point. But thank y'all for watching. Stay tuned. Make sure y'all subscribe. Shout out to the shooter always. He's the one that makes this possible. I love y'all. Follow me on all motherfucking platforms. Tell me y'all thoughts, man, because if any episode I wanted y'all to film me on, I wanted y'all to film me on this mother scunt episode. Okay? Love y'all. Later.